Hello, gamers and gamerettes. I'm your host, Dargarth, the Gaming Redneck, and I'm coming to you with some Call of Duty Black Ops beta here. And we're just going to go over a few things that I noticed in this game, and I wanted to give you my opinions on it and my impressions and stuff like that. Well, first of all, we're going to go over the specialists here. You got a few different specialists. You got these call signs here, these specialists, and you unlock these with your first token. You get one token at the beginning of the game when you uh, play it. So you get to unlock one of these specialists and which one you want to play. Now, there's only a few of them that you can start off with, and the few you can start off with is Ruin here. He's got a overdrive, which makes you go really, really fast, burst speed, and he also has gravity spike, which is pretty much, if you play Destiny, it's like the Titans Fist of Havoc, I believe it's called. I could be wrong on that part, but it basically, you jump up in the air and you smash into the ground and it causes big damage. This specialist, I think, is kind of a more for smaller maps. I mean, you can use it in the bigger maps, but yeah, I really don't prefer it. Now, most people has been using the Outrider. Now, the Outrider has two really good uh uh specialties here. One is called Sparrow, which basically you get a bow and arrow, which basically it fires like almost like a grenade in an aspect way. It's got explosions on it, and you hit and it blows up people. And in this song is called Vision Pulse, which you can see enemies around and gives everybody a chance to look at enemies. The other one is Prophet. Prophet has a Tempest gun, which basically when you shoot, you get you basically a one-shot kill. It's like an electric charge, and you just fry people. He also has glitch. Now, a lot of people use this one here, and I think this glitch ability is really going to be kind of a bad thing, because what it basically does is that once you hit it, it'll glitch you out, and then, like, say if you got killed, and you can glitch it, and then basically you're still alive, and you go back to a previous position, and you just kind of got to watch out for that one. The other one that you get off the bat is called Battery. Now, this one's pretty nifty. It only has really one good ability, and that's War Machine, which is basically a grenade launcher, and you can fire that out. Now, the kinetic armor, if you got deep in a gun battle and used it, and then you pretty much deflect the bullets from you, and you can kill a guy faster, and you don't have to worry about dying and as much. But if you get hit in the head, or if you see what's it say, still vulnerable to headshots and non-body damage while active. Bullet damage, basically, if someone threw a grenade at you, you can still get damage. Now, there's more specialists, but you have to unlock these at certain levels. I believe Saphira is basically the Annihilator here. I got a few of them. I only got this one unlocked. The Annihilator is basically Golden Gun for hunters. And she also has combat focus, which I haven't really seen this one. I don't think many people have that. But it basically it gives you a multiplier for your score streak. So if you are somebody who's not an average player, you get 2 or 3 kills, this might actually work for you. But no, the term, I really don't, I'm not too big of a fan of the score strikes and stuff like that. Now, the Nomad, I haven't got this unlocked, but it does have one nifty little ability called Hive. And it's like, basically, it's a little grenade launcher, and you just fire around like little white dots, and these things persistently stay on the map even if you get killed. And if somebody steps on it, it basically kills the person. You also have another one called Reaper. I really haven't seen this one that I know of. I'm not sure exactly what it does, but anyways, it's not bad, I don't think. Now, the Spectre, Reaper might be the robot guy, and it has a couple abilities. and I think the Spectre's a robot type guy. Now, the Spectre has one called the Skeeve, I think, or either the Reaper. One of these two have abilities called Scythe or something like that, and it's like a little mini gun, and it's actually like a killing machine. Now we don't know what the classify is. We don't know. They haven't really said anything. It could be something. I mean, they could have stolen this from like Battlefield, where you actually have to do Battlefield. Like in Battlefield 4, you have to go do the campaign to unlock certain weapons. Now this could be a possibility that that's what they're doing, making you do the campaign to unlock this. Not for sure yet. This is the beta, so we're not for sure until the full game comes out. So we won't know exactly what this classify means. Now, I'm going to go to the score streaks. They got a few of them here. The typical ones that you normally have in every game. You know, and you unlock these. Every time you level up, you get an unlock token. You can unlock them. But what I want to go over is some of the weapons. Let's go to this one here. Now, I want to go with the submachine. Now, you start off with the Kuda. The Kuda's not a bad weapon. You see, if you can see that it's got a good damage, it's got a good range, it's got a good fire rating, and a decent. I mean, it's a decent little gun. Now, when you get down here, this gun is horrible little gun. It damages, man, it's bad. The Razorback, not so bad. It's still got a weak damage. There's only 4. If you level it up, it gets better, I would assume. Especially if you put, I think it's got certain abilities. Let's see what attachment it is. It's got, yeah, see, it's got a long barrel, which you know, that, and then full metal jacket will increase the damage. But you know, the attachments, you do not unlock the attachments or the optics. You do not unlock these. You level the guns up. The gun levels up as you are playing. Far as I can tell, again, there's a classifier on here. We don't know. This VMP seems to be an all-around nice little submachine gun. I think this is probably what most people are going to aim for, is this one right here. This seems to be a very good, it doesn't have a very good accuracy, but the damage to range and the fire rating overcompensates for that. So I think this is going to be one of the better submachine guns. Now we get to the assault rifles. Now the assault rifles are pretty much even when it comes down to it. This RX, yeah, they look pretty much even. The best one so far that I've found is the Man of War. It is probably the more conditioned. It's kind of just perfect weapon. It's not overpowering. None of these weapons that I'm showing you are really overpowering. That's the one good thing about this so far. This beta is showing me that it is not a very none of these weapons are very overpowering, which is good. But this is like this Man of War is kind of an all-around weapon. You can increase the damage, you can increase the range, the fire rating, and the accuracy. So it's pretty much an all-around weapon. It's probably the one you probably want to unlock when you get when it's available to unlock. Now, when you get to looking down here at here, I'm gonna go with all the other ones. You can see it's the AK. It was they call the Arc 7. Basically, it's an AK-47, which we know that, but just by looking at it, you can tell it's an AK-47. And you got Havoc. Now this weapon's not too bad. It's got a good fire rate, good accuracy. Range is really bad on it. I played with it a few times. I liked it, but it's not a very good weapon. Now the sheath is really powerful. It's really good damage, but it's got a really low rating. And even if you manage to get this thing up to level, you have to literally max the weapon out to get it to fully auto, and that even doesn't even really impress me that much, because I mean, it only moves with the full attachment, it only moves the fire rating up 2 more bars, which only makes it a 4, which that's not really good at all. It's a single fire weapon. It's more like a sniper rifle. So if you're a type of person that like to camp, and there's people that do it, this is probably the weapon for you. You could probably kill people with this one very quickly. Um, this one, it doesn't look like it does very good damage. Got a good range, got a good fire rating. Accuracy is really good, but the damage, you could probably increase that damage with some attachments. But this weapon here is probably going to be the gold, and you get this at 37. This is probably going to be the most sought out weapon because the damage, the range, the fire rate, and the accuracy all pretty much equivalent to the Man of War, but it does more damage. It looks like it does more damage. Now the shotguns, of course, are still overpowering. This pump shotgun, even in close quarters, this thing is deadly. It will kill you in one shot. And I'm not kidding you. I played with this, and I was killing people in one shot. The Haymaker, which is basically a full automatic shotgun, puts it more in the assault rifle class. It does have a good damage, got a good range, it's got a good fire rating, but not so good accuracy. So you would have to put attachments on it that have accuracy. And when you get into LMGs, now the first LMG I really did not like. I did not like this LMG at all. I had to go with assault rifles until I can unlock the Dingo. Now this right here, the Dingo is one I mostly use. Now it is max leveled. You can tell. I love the damage. I love the range. I love the fire rating. The accuracy is great. I mow people down with this thing. When I get the opportunity. Now you get the sniper rifles. Now the Locust seems to be a very probably one of the best sniper rifles I could see, because when you get down here, the damage on this one's not that good, and it looks more like something came out of well, it's more like something that came out in the 1800s. This thing's really look weird, but it is cool looking. Wood stock and everything like that. This is probably the ideal sniper rifle. This is a fire rating is again really bad on this, but of course this is more okay. I see now. This is more like a assault rifle sniper rifle. That fire rating probably would be impressive. I may have to try that. I might have to unlock that and give it a shot. And let y'all know about it, or I probably won't be able to because won't be able to get the beta. Well, maybe when the game comes out, I can give you my opinion on it. Now this one here, even though it's got a bad fire rate, this is probably really good damage. Probably the best sniper rifle as far as damage, range, and accuracy. But that fire rating will kill you definitely against somebody coming up with an assault rifle. Of course, that depends on like if you can get the shot off before they do. And that is the weapons. Like I said, the attachments, and that's the weapons. You do have secondary weapons. I don't really use them, but if you're interested in the secondary weapons, there's some pistols here. I don't really use these. I don't know about this one here. It says vehicle lock, so I wonder if there's going to be a vehicle map on this game where you use vehicle. That's going to be kind of ugly. But yeah, this looks like, or it might be used for uplink. There's a ability called playlist called uplink, so this could be used on that. Use specialty. You get your combat knife. You want to use the combat knife. And you get to the lethals. You got your normal, your combat axe, your stuff like that, your C4. So, your tactics, you got your concussion, your flashbang, your EMP, your trophy systems, your smoke screens, your black hat. Now, people are complaining about this black hat, people stealing, hacking the score streaks and stuff. People are complaining about the black hat for some reason. I really haven't seen a problem with it. I haven't really used it. And then you got your shock charge for your tactics. Your perks are pretty much the same as you always, most Black Ops. You got your afterburner, your sixth sense basically, your blind eye, which makes you undetected by air support, ghost, which I think makes you immune to something. I remember it before, but I can't remember. It's been a while since I've seen ghost, so and it unlocks at 38. So flat jacket, of course, explosions and flames and stuff like that. Overclock, you earn your specialty weapons or special abilities faster, so that's pretty good. That'd be fairly decent. Getting your hardwire, fast hand, ante up, which basically you start up when you spawn, and you start out with bonus to your score streak meter. If you're, I don't see no point in this. I mean, get your score streak faster. That's compared to hardwire, nah, or scavenger, or even cold blood. Nah, that's not even worth unlocking. Um, and then you get your third perk, which is GungHo. Basically, you can hip fire your weapon, deploy equipment, throw grenades while spraying. Blast suppressor. Now you can do, even though this doesn't have an exosuit, you do have like a little booster, jetpack kind of thing on you, where you can climb walls and stuff like that. And you have awareness. Basically, you can hear enemy movement easier. Engineer. Basically, you can booby trap, care package, stuff like that. Tactical mass, I'm not sure yet. Unlocks at 32, so I'm not sure. I'm only 24. And dead silence. That one sounds interesting. I wonder what that one's about. Probably you can't hear people's footsteps, so I'm assuming that. So that's your abilities and your guns and stuff like that. Now, when you get over here and you look at the core map, now this is beta, so we don't have all the playlists, but we do have a few. And you got your typical team deathmatch, basically. Everybody knows what team deathmatch is. And your domination, basically you capture different points. Now, I really don't like the domination on this game. The few that I did play, unlike Destiny, where you play capture the points or something like that. The capture points are really too much in the open, I think. And basically, man, it's you capture 2 points, and you set the spot. You have your team set up 2 different spots and you just spawn camp. I mean, it's stupid, and it's gonna be really bad. Demolition, of course, is typically you gotta disarm a bomb or keep people from arming a bomb. Killing confirms typically. Hardpoint seems to be fun. You gotta hold and capture a hardpoint. That seems to be alright, not too bad. Capture the flag. And of course, it's like playing. If you played World of Warcraft, I think one of the Warsaw Basin, I think it is. I think it was. Basically, you capture, you take the flag and you take it to you capture the enemy's flag, you take it to your home base, something like that. It seems alright. Search and destroy with no respawn. Basically, you gotta defend or destroy an object, and there's no respawn. So basically, you gotta be on your P's and Q's. And basically, I think this one's more for team players. So if you got a team of 6 people or friends of 6 people, this is probably best if you want to try to so you can work and communicate better, because this is going to be a communication issue right here. Uplink. Now, I played this one a couple times, and I watched a couple people play this on Twitch. This is going to be the most horrible playlist ever. This thing is okay. You got those people out there that all that matters to them is their KDR, their kill death ratio. And I watched one team on Twitch. They had like 73 kills, like hardly any deaths. It's a farm fest for kill death ratio, and this is what this is going to be all day long. I do not recommend playing this. I wouldn't even play it. If you're one of those people who plays who thinks their KDR matters, then you're probably gonna play this because this is where everybody's gonna be at to try to increase their their kill death ratio right here. And it's sad that they got even got anything like this. Safeguard, I've seen a couple people play this. Uh, Maybe no, I'm sorry. I'm wrong about the uplink. Uplink, you gotta go to you gotta take a satellite drone and into the enemy's uplink. That's not too bad. I'm sorry, my bad. Safeguard is the one where you have to take a robot to a certain point, and people have been using this to increase their kill death ratio. This is the one. So I had them backwards. Uh, that's the only ones they gave us for the beta. I'm pretty sure there's a couple more in there. I'm hoping at least Gun Game is in there because that was actually fun playing Gun Game. And I think people wanting the Gun Game involved in here. Um, so that's pretty much Call of Duty Black Ops 3 in a nutshell. Um, is this game worth buying? Um, I'm not a big fan of Activision, and I had seriously made plans to only buy one Activision game this year, but playing this beta actually changed my mind a little bit. I will be purchasing this. It is a fun medium pace game, unlike Advanced Warfare, where Advanced Warfare seemed to be really, really fast paced and really fast going. It seemed, and if you played Advanced Warfare, yeah, it's a really fast. This one, not so much. The maps are fairly medium size. Um, there's one small map, which makes it a little bit, that one's and we only seen 4 maps in this. Um, they're kind of going. Most of it's kind of going like a MOBA, I believe, like League of Legends. You got your left, your right, and then you got your mid. Uh, and that's pretty much how the maps are laid out in the game. You got a mid, you got a right flank, left flank, and I don't play League Legends, but I kind of understand the terminology. I might have the terminologies for it. I know they call it the middle, the mid, because I hear a lot of that. I'm not sure what they call it. I mean, I think they can call it left flank, right flank. Um, if not, but, you understand what I'm saying. Um, like I said, it's a fun competition game. I'm not a big Call of Duty fan, and I'm not a really good player. I mean, of course, like lately, I don't know. I've been playing with some bad players or something because I've been going like 13-7 and crap like that. These couple past games that I played on this thing, but altogether, this is not a bad game. Uh, is it worth the money? It. If you like shooters and if you like, um, if you got friends that you like to play with and they're going to get it, yeah, I would probably recommend getting a gun, getting it. If you're kind of skeptical, check out some streams on Twitch. You probably won't see. I mean, because they're going to be people playing on an Xbox, pretty sure, and PC, so you can watch that on Twitch. There are a couple people going to be playing that, so you can kind of get the feel for it, or to see if you really want, and you really, personally, until you play it, you really, you're everybody's going to be a skeptic about it. I think it's a good thing that they did do a beta for this, because at the beginning, like when they announced it, I was like, yeah, I'm not getting it. Then when I get to play the beta and I get to see some of the things and how it goes, that's the reason why I kind of pre-ordered it. And I went to Target. I mean, sorry, I'm not gonna go to GameStop and pay $5 for a game that I'm probably not gonna get. stuff like that. I wouldn't recommend going to Target because you can pay $1 or even Best Buy. And I know actually Best Buy, I think you can pay $5 too. But like Target's really good about it. You pay $1 for a pre-order card. $1's nothing, you know. And if you get a beta code with it like this, it's perfect. So you can actually test the game out, try it out, see if you like it. If you don't have to worry about picking it up at Target. They're going to sell the game anyways. So, anyways, that is my review on Black Ops 3. I think altogether this game is probably going to be I would, if I was to give it a rating, I would definitely give it. Uh, let's see, it's kind of hard because I kind of enjoy it. So I'm gonna go with a 7 out of 10. They have been having issues with the servers, but that's understandable because it's a beta. And they're testing out the servers and they're doing some stuff, tweaking it, making sure that this game is going to be right when it comes out. So I'm hoping the PC version is not screwed up like some other ports that they've done. Um, I'm not a PC gamer, but I know a lot of people who are. So I mean, hoping that their games is not going to be messed up like some other games that came out that PC port, like I can't remember what Witcher 3, I think it was. The PC port was just so horrible and bad that it was winning worth it. So hopefully this ooh, I forgot one thing I want to mention. Okay, you have wild cards. Now you got to unlock these. Now you got one where you can have overkill, where you can have uh I should have done this already. My apologies, guys. You can have overkill gives you two primary weapons. Primary gunfighter basically gives you an attachment. Perk 1 greed gives you extra perk. Perk 2 greed 3. Secondary gunner, you can carry two. You take a second attachment for your secondary weapon. Tactician, I'm not sure exactly what that is. And danger close, I'm not certain with that because it doesn't give you really an explanation unless you unlock it. And I haven't unlocked it because I don't get it to 28. So anyways, overall this game is not bad. I would recommend buying it. I think it's definitely a 7 out of 10. Uh, it's a little bit better. I think it's way better than the Advanced Warfare. The exosuits are gone. You can't do wall climbing and stuff like that. And if you haven't seen people playing video, there's plenty of videos on YouTube that you can see and watch people do the wall climb, and you can watch Twitch as well. So that's my review of Black Ops 3, and I hope you appreciate it and have a nice day. And just remember, be a gamer and play the game.